All done. Okay. Hi. Hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Thank you for head pats. Okay, welcome. So many good beans in the chat today. Hello. Also, why is my chat box not working? That's weird. Hold on, I'm gonna see if there's... Oh, there we go. It just took a few minutes. Alright, so welcome. I am Spacey Bottletelli. I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer. And today we're doing some game developing. This is going to be a bit of a repeat of Friday's stream, because we had certain technical difficulties on Friday involving a bus, a lighthouse, and a propane tank. So we lost power like a couple hours into the stream. So rather than kind of like figure out how to like structure the VOD when I post it to YouTube, I figured I'd just do like a do-over. So I'll recap everything that I went over last stream and everything that I've done over the weekend. So, back at it again at Sands of Time. So, the major change to Sands of Time since the last stream that I showed it off is that we now have like more like visual markers around the level to indicate where you've already been. That includes these obelisks that will light up when you pass over them. It's kind of reminiscent of like what Celeste does, for example, where they have the torches that light up automatically when the player crosses over them. And it's a nice visual way to kind of like tell like where you've already been. And in addition to that, we've also added like some constellations in certain parts to kind of like guide the player along so that they know where to go. There is also a section up here that I ended up getting rid of. There used to be like a path here, but there was nothing over here for the player. So in certain circumstances, we found that like a new player would like flip the stage around, go over here. They would not drop down here. They'd actually try and cross this gap, and then they go all the way over here and realize there's nothing there, and then get confused. So now we have blocked that off, so the player will have to drop down here. But instead, I've added like a secret side path, specifically for players who flip the stage, go up here, and then decide to ignore the Sauna Gate and drop down here. There will be Yatagrasu waiting for them, who is basically this game's version of a one-way warp gate. And what Yatagrasu will do is will enable like a warp gate path from here to here. And that kind of gives like a nice little shortcut for those who know about it. And like one of our speedrunners has actually tested that, and it takes them roughly the same time as before to use this like shortcut, even though it's Yatagrasu. So that's like an early Yatagrasu cameo for those who explore and find that secret. So that's really cool. Also, wait, I forgot to do introductions. Hold on a second. Where's my chat box? There we go. Oh my goodness. Hello, Anne, Argo, Gospel, Dark Moon, Haidong, Eps, CF Gaming, Edge Drive, let's go. Yes, kudos to Edge Drive once again for the obelisks and constellations. Edge Drive's also working on a few more landmarks that are like much larger. Like the idea that we have is there's like different types of watches and clocks, like giant ones buried in the sand. So there'd be like a giant pocket watch maybe like right here, and then there'd be like a giant like wristwatch maybe like right here, and then like a giant like alarm clock over here, stuff like that. I think it'll make like it like way more obvious like where the player has already been. Alright, yeah. Oh my gosh, so many cool people here. You are making me blush. Oh, you, no you, no you. Ah. Oh, Blake, I did see the title screen. That's a pretty cool name. Okay. I'm gonna take Sippy, and then I'll do a test run of this again, just so y'all can see. Yeah, I I literally had lunch during the starting soon screen. Like I was boiling eggs for my usual egg salad sandwich. But it was still cooking when I started the stream, so I kind of had to like wolf it down. But oh my gosh, it was so good. Very nourishing. Huh?
There is naught in this world but pain. Pain receptors can be found in both mammals and reptiles, if you dissect them and are looking really hard. But there is no reason to do that anymore because we did it already, and we found them. These horrible nodes are called nociceptors, if you nasty. Pain serves a purpose, of course. Yowza! When you get hurt, you are less likely to continue or repeat the behavior that hurt you. That's why I don't go to Denny's anymore.
Cool. Well, thank you for 6 months. Thank you, board fan. Is that a copy pasta?
Well, you can go ahead and get in the pond if you're gonna act like a silly goose.
Perfect response. Okay, let's... Oh, my underwings are so silly today. Somebody turn the silly switch on. Oh, also, you might have seen there. I added an indicator for like when your controller gets disconnected. It will tell you. I was also thinking that maybe there could be an option in the settings to pause the game automatically when that happens. But yeah, you can see that they light up and there's like a very subtle glow at the top. Also, I just realized, the Godot window is too big. That is why I cannot see chat. Yeah, I only have 2 monitors, so I have to make good use of my screen space. Oh, Swordball Shelf, hi! Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm hoping that we get like another like chance at a first impression for this level when one of our testers plays it, to see if these landmarks really help with navigation. Because I noticed that there's just a few spots where they might get confused and like end up backtracking accidentally. So if we can patch that up, then I think the stage will feel open enough, but still kind of be linear. Yeah, that makes sense, Mike. That, and I also was doing a bit of audio recording in a different OBS scene, so that might have messed with it too. Maybe only have them light up when they're the right way up? That's a good idea. Yeah, so most players will think, okay, I'm just gonna go right. But then they'll go up there and they'll see that that's already lit. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that specifically to where if they're pointing like straight upside down, then they don't activate. Is that a pun? OBS is always making a scene. Okay. Also, all of Crony's melee attacks, like, well, not all of them, like 2 specifically, the ground attack and the air spin, they've both been touched up. So next up is going to be the air attack, and then we'll do stuff like the crouching attack and the ladder attack and the sword swing animation, specifically when you're riding a horse. Oh yeah, the eclipse. How'd y'all like that? Like experiencing the eclipse? I live in a spot where we had a total eclipse. So the sun just straight up disappeared for a few minutes. And it turned from like middle of the day, daylight, into, it looked kind of like dusk. Like very dark dusk, like just before nightfall. And even though we had like an overcast and there was clouds covering the sun, I could still see like the eclipse ring. But like, yeah, at some point it just like vanished completely, and that was so cool. And they're saying that won't happen again. A total eclipse won't happen in the same spot for another 200 years. So I'm glad I got to see it with my own battle eyes. Oh yeah, I can imagine traffic in some spots was crazy. Like, the local police and fire departments where I live were very concerned that there would be so much traffic up here that there would be like a lack of gas and supplies. But thankfully, it was not nearly as busy as people were expecting. It was just like about as busy as a typical summer day. So it was very easily handled, which I'm quite grateful for, because it meant that Mama Spacey, who works in town, did not have to actually spend the night at the store, which was a concern of hers. Also, Paige says hi. Samuel says hi too. I feel like if I had to guess, they're probably barking at a dog that's walking by.
What the dog doing?
If they bark for another 15 seconds or so, then maybe somebody's at the door. I'm not sure if I'm expecting mail. I really like this part. If you're clever, you can just drop down here and drill dash. Oh, Nat. Were you at 8 hours just to get to the viewing spot? You were at some sort of inn? Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Yeah, some locations are way more busy than others. Huzzah! Let's go! Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my throat is a little bit scratchy because I did have, I did have potato chips with my sandwich, so I'll tend to scratch my throat a little bit. Oh, you took a picture of the eclipse through a telescope? Nice! Not the full eclipse, was still cool. Yeah, I thought about taking a picture, but then I was like, wait a second, the sun is visually gone. If I take a picture, all it will look like is just a blank sky. A blank dark sky. A video would have been cool. Were there any reports of people complaining about their eyes? I would imagine so. I keep forgetting about cough drops. I'll remember next time to order some at least. But yeah, my neighbors were outside too, our neighbors. There was a group gathered, and as soon as the sun got blotted out, they clapped and cheered. I'm told that was not a thing that other countries did, mostly just the US. But it was cute, so I joined in. Search results for eyes hurting did in fact spike a lot. Oh, yeah. I actually wasn't outside until the sun was almost blotted out, because I didn't want to look at the sun for too long.
Hello.
Anthony, hi. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Thank you so much for the 7th month. Thank you for your support. Yeah, Edge Drive is true. It's. I guess that's our thing. I remember somebody else on the team was was pointing that out. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take another sippy. I'm just gonna chug until it's better. Nice. Daytona. Do you like those little movement tricks in games? Yeah, me too. Alright, so, I need to adjust the size of the window again, I noticed. I tried out the new, 4.3 version of Godot. It does change some things pretty substantially. But it's also, like, it's way too unstable, so I think for the duration of the project, we're gonna stay on 4.2. Barring any, like, major, like, revolutionary changes that really, like, improve, like, performance. But based on what the testers are saying, we have, like, a tester who is running the game on, like, a very old laptop computer, and they're getting, like, a smooth 60 FPS, which is really cool to hear. I'm very glad that this, game is not very demanding in terms of, system requirements. Operator, the photos this round turned out much better than the previous one in 2017. Yeah, 2017 there was also an eclipse. I saw that one with my dad. I was still living with him, and that was not a total eclipse for us. But it's kind of interesting because like he's like very like hands-on. He's good with like tools and stuff. So he had a couple of welding masks, and we both like wore welding masks as we looked up at the eclipse. So that was cool. And like I remember we were just like talking about where we'll be the next time this happens. It was a nice conversation. How old is the test laptop? Windows XP? Not that old. I think it's Windows 7. Your dad sounds cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He can be a stubborn pain in the butt too if you actually live with him. Like he's the kind of person who like he's much cooler to hang out with than to live with. If you know what I mean. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He drives like motorcycles too. He's like a biker. You remember that 2017 eclipse? Oh yeah. The 2017 eclipse, I don't think it was as like total as like the eclipse that just happened. So it was really cool. Oh, Ralph, thank you for care combo. All right, I'll sippy and stretchy. Alright, so next up, I'm going to show off Skytops. I was in the middle of working on it during Friday's stream, and I have now finished it. Like, after the power cut out, I had a little bit of juice left in my computer before it shut down. So I just, like, continued working as if everybody was still there. So that was kind of interesting. Yomi, hi! Yeah. Needing the chill stream today? Well, I'm glad to be of service to you, Yomi. Alright, so... where is my scene? Also, I need to adjust these so we can see more of the screen. Sky high. Speaking of sky high. Alright, so... this stage is feeling very good. I like how the gong switches feel. I like how the wind columns feel. I like how the zip lines feel. I can't remember. I think I was at this part when we cut power. But I just kind of continued here. Made some more zip lines. I also added some like seed platform generators where they kind of like come out of the wall and there's like a whole group of like seeds that you kind of like jump across as platforms, and you can use stasis to slow them down. And after that, my initial idea for like a final room of sorts was something like this, where there'd be a gong in the middle, and there'd be floating platforms everywhere that just kind of coalesce in the center, and you have to time hitting the gong so that they all activate, and it takes you to like different locations. And at each location, you'd need to like grow these trees to act as platforms in order to reach treble coins. And then once you get 5 treble coins, the golden gear will appear in the middle. In practice, I don't think it was that fun. I think it was a little bit confusing to like figure out where each treble coin was. It was just a little too big for a treble coin section to work smoothly. So after much hesitation, I decided to like completely scrap this area, remove all the objects and stuff. There's no reason for these to be here. I just totally wiped this area clean, and I had another try at it, and this is what I came up with. I wanted to capture the sense that you were really like scaling like a mountain island. And because of that, like, the goal is simple. Just the golden gear is up here. You have to reach the summit, hit the gong, and then the golden gear will spawn. So there's this like, there's this waterfall in the center that is purely decorative. What you have to do is you have to go into some side areas and hit the gongs and activate the platforms from these gongs, and that through those platforms you'll be able to ascend the waterfall and then get all the way up here, plant this tree, go up here, and then yeah, gong. This is peak. Oh, is that a pun? But either way, thank you. You love that? The feeling of getting higher, scaling the level? Yeah. You know, it's funny that this ended up being the solution, because this was also my solution when I was working on Magma Starscape and Freedom Planet 2. Magma Starscape used to be like a lot more flat, but like something didn't feel right, and eventually I decided that it needed to be like more vertical and mountainous. So in that level, you're pretty much like, the entire level is pretty much on an incline upwards. So it really feels like you're scaling a volcano. Same principle here, kind of, where there's a lot of verticality. So, let's give it a spin, shall we? After I check my DM, because I got a DM from somebody. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's one of our writers telling me about some progress they've made. Oh, thank you, Lockdown. Of course, I can't take credit for all the pixel art in this stage. Edge Drive did like the rocky terrain and the bridges and stuff. I did the gongs and a few of the other decorations, and of course, like the enemy designs. That's done. Am I bleeding? Okay, no, it's false alarm. I thought I had a nosebleed for a second. Love when levels actually feel like the place they are like. Yeah, I agree, Nat. I really wanted to feel like... I really wanted to kind of like capture the sense of like scale of this kind of area. Make it feel more like a structure that's inviting you in, which the previous layout wasn't really doing, because it just kind of like dropped you in the middle of everything, and there was like no sense of direction. Everybody, the dev team's having a silly conversation in Discord. Yeah, yes. This specific version of the track actually is a remastered version based on the demo track. But I listened to this on loop while I was finishing the rest of this level. Also, you might have noticed these rainbow rings here. They will have like a parallax scrolling effect in game, and I specifically positioned them so that they will appear on screen during the waterfall areas. Oh, right. I completely redid the background. Well, almost. I kept the continents, the floating continents, but I gave the clouds like a fluffier look, like Nimbus clouds. And the very back layer of clouds actually like kind of like rotates in a way that makes it like feel like it has more depth, like you're looking upwards. I also added the sun. I forgot the sun. That adds so much. And then I added like a rainbow in the background too, to add just a little bit of color splash. The eclipse has sent some people silly, it seems. I've heard from some people that their dogs can act kind of crazy, or like just different during an eclipse. Some dogs go crazy, some dogs fall asleep. My dogs acted the same. They weren't really fazed by it. If anything, I think what got them riled up is the neighbors like cheering and clapping. I saw that trip. I can't respond yet though, because stream on. Okay, let us try Skytops then. I love how this level feels. And something interesting that I noticed with making a more vertical level like this is that haste is not as useful, because haste really only affects your horizontal speed. Yeah, haste only affects horizontal speed, whereas a lot of the gimmicks in this level will make you ascend upwards. And like, since haste doesn't affect gravity, there's like some situations where it won't really do anything for you. Oh, also, if you notice, when I chronicopter and then turn the other way, Crony now turns her head where she's going. I think that's a nice little detail, especially because there's some levels like this in the game where you'll be in chronicopter for far longer. So it's nice to have a little bit more movement in the body like that. We hit the gong. I love this music track so much. Bob really cooked with it. And of course, hitting the gongs not only activates those gold platforms, but also acts as a screen nuke. So you can use it to destroy enemies in your way. Oh, also, for hololive fans, I added a reference to the console cave in Minecraft, where like Bay blew a hole in the side of the cave, and then that was their first base of operations. Flower. And the console cave is where the flower meme came from. Flower. So that's a nice little Easter egg. This is where the rainbow is. It's very subtle, but I just like what it adds to the level. Yeah. Apple. Da 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 ba. Okay, these are the seed platforms I was talking about before. They also have like a wind effect to them, so if you jump underneath them, it'll push you up a little bit. That just makes it easier to jump on them. And I added a dark pillar here so you could actually tell that there's wind blowing up. Woohoo! There's also like, there's multiple routes in some areas. So this is definitely one of the more open-ended levels. Like, this part, for example, you could take the seeds up there, or you could just keep going this way. Either route will take you where you need to go. I want to do that too for some of the earlier levels, add some more, like, alternate routes like that. As long as there's no chance that players will backtrack on an alternate route, then it should be cool. Alright, this is the part with the big waterfall. So as we can see, those platforms are ghosted out, so we can't go up there yet. So we hit this gong, and now we can go up there. Ah. So this will take us as a shortcut over here to hit the other gong. The only question mark with this part so far is what if the player messes up? Because the platforms disappear after you jump on them, jump off of them. So if they mess up, they have to go all the way back to the gongs. Maybe when you hit the gong, it could blow a hole in the wall that will allow easy access back. I kind of improvised the level design at first, and then if I'm not feeling it, like, I will just like scrap it and start over. Huh. Yay! Awesome! Yeah, I really love the look of this, the look and feel of this level now. Also, props to apps for helping come up with some of the ideas for the gimmicks. Like, apps came up with the idea for the gong switches, for example. And also some of the enemy concepts as well. Like the crow blades. Like apps just like suggested having a robot bird that flies in a set pattern and will like periodically like attack. That's what I came up with. I really like how they look, and I think they will be pretty versatile moving forward. Memories of Tiger Falls with this color scheme? Oh yeah, I love the look of that level.
Tier 1 sub to Nat Starlight. They have given 27 gift subs in the channel.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, Chirp is cooking with writing stuff. But yeah, like I said, I want to wait until more testers play this level first before I play around with making the walls breakable. But if it turns out that they like mess up the jumps and that backtracking is annoying, we can make it so that like these walls crumble when you hit the gong. Oh, Anthony asks, how many years have you been a game designer / developer? It depends on whether you're talking in terms of like game design as a hobby or as a profession. Because as a hobby, I've been making games since I was 11 years old, which is quite a while at this point, like more than 20 years. But as for professional experience, I'd say my professional experience like started when the original Free Implant did, which was in 2011. So that is like roughly like 13 years of professional experience. But yeah, I'll wait and see what testers see about this part before I like mess with it. So I'm very happy with that. So next up in nature is the beach level. So I'm gonna go ahead and close these windows. So far this beach area is just like a test environment for all the gimmicks and stuff. I think my main hang up with it right now is that the crony wheels are glitchy in the sense that they will destroy these boxes now, but it also destroys them. But I want the player to be able to plow through the bomb boxes. But I guess for now I can just like not use the bomb boxes and just keep that in mind for later. This is also the first proper level that has swimming mechanics. So this level also has to kind of like tutorialize swimming in general. And I think we can do that. I also want it to be like where like there aren't any hazards underwater really. It's not really that harsh of an environment, just because the player is still learning how to swim and getting used to swimming controls. So I think the main obstacle underwater will be like these water bumpers, where you bump into them and then they just kind of like you bounce off them. And then I also want to add like wind tunnels, kind of like the wind columns in Skytops, which I could repurpose for this. But instead of like looking like wind, it could look like bubbles. And that will teach the player how to dash underwater. Can you fish here? That'd be pretty cute. Oh, speaking of which, there's also something in the Garden Hub that I worked on. I worked on the cutscene for obtaining the fishing rod. So I could go and test that real quick. So Anthony asks, did I ever release any of the games I made or worked on as a hobby before working on Freedom Planet 1? There's a few freeware games that I made back in the day, but I don't really like talking about them because I cringe. But yeah, I tightened up the swimming controls just a little bit too, and also made it so that if you dash out of the water, you'll gain a ton of height. It's really satisfying to pull off those dolphin jumps. Woo! You cherish the cringe games regardless. I appreciate that. Snail! Pet kitty. Aww. I like that. The one place in the game where she gets that excited. Coney can now access fishing spots throughout the universe. But there are no fishing spots yet. That's a mechanic that is still, like, being fine-tuned. Yeah, time to fishy. Yeah, Mike, last stream, I think, I reached 3,000 followers. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you all so much. I'm very glad that you're enjoying my dev streams and my art streams and the occasional playing of games. Also, there's a bug where inside the enter prompt is upside down for some reason. I keep rotating it back, but it keeps flipping itself back over. I don't know why. I might have to look at the code there. Like, one of our testers discovered that, and they started laughing really hard, and it was like, oh. Yeah, I mean, technically we're exiting the house, not entering it. So it's like reverse enter. And turned. Flower. Oh yeah, Fauna is in the hub now too. I forgot to add her before. Yeah, and turned. Yeah, you get what I'm putting down. I'm getting more DMs. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Alright. So for the beach, I'll show you what I got so far in case you haven't seen it yet. We got these fish that dive out. And we got swingy vine physics, which feel quite nice. I want to add a few more frames of animation so it's not quite as stiff. And that'll also help with the zip lines. Also, yes, we have the crab spikes. They're basically just animated spikes, but you can knock them away to make the ground safe to walk on. We have those dudes. And yeah, they get destroyed, which is not something that I want. That actually was fixed at some point, and they were able to pass through successfully. I don't know what broke. So far, I just have Boros, like, explaining. But I think I could split Boros into, like, several different hint boxes that each explain, like, a different concept. So I could have Boros explain dashing later on when there are, like, wind currents underwater. Ow. Yeah, you can drill dash in any direction, too. Yeah. Also, it feels really satisfying to drill dash out of the water like this. Oh my gosh! Let's go! We're so fast. Fast swimmer. So, I guess our solution this time, for this specific game, for making underwater sections satisfying, is to just make Crony, like, very fast underwater. Boink. Bumpers. So they'll just kind of bounce you around so you encouraged to avoid them, but you don't take damage from it. Which it will be perfect for tutorializing water swimming. I feel like my playlist, for some reason, picks Shovel Knight Despacito every stream now. Okay, so what we want to do is actually make a nice tutorial area for swimming. I feel like this section is a bit too open for that. So, or maybe openness is what we need. Maybe we just need like a nice like open area for the player to experiment and swim around in. And then save the bumpers for like a different part of the water. With all the speed and bumpers, you really just want to play a pinball game made by me? That's a cool idea, Haidon. I'd love to make a pinball game sometime. Especially if we can figure out, like, a way to, like, make it feel as tactile as possible. Just like a real pinball machine. Because real pinball machines are really satisfying to play, but they're so expensive, and if a single part in them breaks out of the thousands of pieces that they have, the game is unplayable. It is cool that, like, Arcade 1-Up, for example, has, like, digital pinball tables, and they have like, that tactile feeling to them because they have, like, these switches and levers on the inside that will kind of match what's going on the screen. My dad has, like, the Star Wars Arcade 1-Up pinball machine, and I remember playing that and, like, feeling blown away at how good it felt to play. What's cool about the digital pinball tables, too, is that even though they're not, like, physically there, like, you could have multiple, like, pinball games in them because it's just a screen. Yeah, the ones in Steam and consoles are a good example as well. I probably won't have a pinball minigame in this game, just because that's kind of veering into Sonic territory, and I want to, like, deviate from that a little bit. So I think for the water bumpers, I will make them part of the tile set. And that should make it a little bit easier to place them around. We got crabs and bomb blocks here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There, now we can place water bumpers just like any other tile. Yeah. Boop, boop. So that should make it a little bit easier to work with this section. So I think for this first open, like, swimming area, what I'll do is I'll swap out the crabs with music notes. Just so the player gets used to, like, hopping in and out of the water. If I can figure out a way to kind of have, like, a really steep incline here, maybe it might be fun to have it so where the player can't actually land on these platforms, and they just kind of, like, go off. Oh, wait, idea. I'll take the spinny things here. Yeah. I need to move you, crabs. Haha! I wish I had smoother rocks here. I might do that. I'm gonna hop over to our drawing program after I load up the tile set in it. Okay. Ta-da! Alright, so I want sloped rocks. Ta-da! da da. And I want them in multiple directions too, so I'm gonna expand the tile set a little bit. More, please. Like that? Almost. There we go. So what we want to do here... is we want to skew this. I'm just going to do this manually because the skewing feature in A-Sprite is a bit finicky right now. This song and Lunar Cannon always give me goosebumps. They both have very powerful bass lines. Oh cool, I just realized I can move my A-Sprite window anywhere on the screen and it'll still, my hand will still stay where it needs to be. Lunar Cannon especially? Yeah, and Lunar Cannon I love like the idea I had for it was to make like the main drum loop, to make it like tap dancing. I actually grabbed like tap dance sound effects to pull it off. And then I passed the draft along to Woofle, and she ended up keeping like the tap dancing sounds. Sonic CD core? I've never heard that described as a genre like that, but it's fitting. Okay, so now we're doing the other direction. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have Lunar Cannon on my playlist? I do. Okay, cool. I'm so happy to see so many people, like so many like big streamers actually playing Freedom Planet 2 on Twitch. I was there yesterday when Games Cage played it, and that was really cool. I feel honored. So I guess like our publisher Xseed has been setting up sponsored streams with some of the big Twitch streamers. So I'm very grateful for those who accepted that offer from our publisher. It also makes me happy that I didn't ask any of my friends, my big streamer friends, to play the game, because this way they're gonna get paid doing it. Like I really thought about asking Sayu if he wanted to play the game, but I was like, you know what? Let me talk to Xseed about it. See if maybe they can set up a sponsorship. So I'm super glad that if he accepts, he'll get paid for it. At least I think so. I don't know how it works exactly, how sponsorships like that work.
E.
Yeah, this stream brought to you by E.
It's Ridge Racer! Ridge
Racer! Yeah, I'd imagine if it is a paid sponsorship, that'd be well worth the cost. Because you get so many eyeballs on it. And every streamer that I've seen stream it as part of a sponsorship has had nothing but glowing things to say about it, which I'm really happy about. It feels genuine. It feels like it's not just because they're being paid to play the game. The impression I get is that maybe it's just maybe they think it's gonna be run in the mill, but they're actually pleasantly surprised how good it is. If I'm not mistaken, Mimcubus is gonna play the game today too. If she is still streaming, by the time we wrap up today, we can raid into her. Oh, yeah, Miner Man. This is Asebright. Very good tool for pixel art. Specifically because its tool set is catered specifically to pixel art, and it doesn't have like a lot of other features like Photoshop does, which could make things like confusing and bloated. Like, I did pixel art in Photoshop for a pretty long time prior to this, and it does have downsides in that regard, so it's nice to be able to use a program that is like specifically like devoted to pixel art. Oh, Yomi, you have a subscription to Mim? Let's go. Yeah, Mim's a good bean. Oh, hey person, you got Freedom Planet 2 on Thursday, and now you're just before Bacchanal Rush. Huge step up over the original, in your opinion? I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so glad that, like, now that we're on consoles, it's opened up access to, like, a whole, like, new set of people who, like, are, like, unable to, like, play games on PC. So, like, I've actually, like, heard from people who have been a part of our community, like, since the beginning, who are finally, like, playing Freedom Planet 2 themselves for the first time, rather than just, like, experiencing it through other fans. That makes me so happy. You all make me so happy. Yeah. Okay. And I think... Is this just rotate upside down? Yeah, I should just be able to make upside down versions of this by rotating. Okay. So we do this. You're happy to see Happy Bat? Thank you. You still have Pizza Tower to play too? Pizza Tower's so good. Oh my gosh. Like, the style in that game is just, like, so immaculate, and I'm really glad to see that they added, like, DLC, so you can play as the noise. The golden age of 2D platformers is indeed back. Alright, I think that'll do nicely. So, save that. Yeah, we're going back. Take it out. So now I'm going to set these tiles up. Oh, wait a second. I need to make another version that's offset by 16 pixels. Oopsie. Let me do that. Okay, plus 32. 448, I think. Okay. Probably shouldn't start a debate on whether FP2 or Pizza Tower is better. I feel like they do different things. And they both succeed at what they're trying to do. It kind of reminds me, there was kind of a debate when Penny's Big Breakaway first came out about, like, whether or not it, like, fits, like, the same kind of general niche as Pizza Tower, where it's, like, a speedrun-focused platform game. But I think it's comparing apples and oranges, because, like, Penny's Big Breakaway, like, the most obvious, like, difference is that it's 3D. But I do kind of see the comparisons, because they're both kind of going for, like, style points. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, I agree, S-Lax. You're gonna head off now? Good luck and take care, y'all. You too, GM Racing Fox. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Da, da, da. Okay, let's save that. Okay. Oh yeah. I like that part too, a person. Where like, we kind of like riff on the long time no see meme. Oh, wait a second. I have to do it the other direction too. I gotta flip this horizontally. Okay. Alright, now we're in business. Oh, thank you for care combo. Let's go. Alright, let's take Sippy and Stretchy. Good stuff. Alright, I shall stretch now. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's human nature to want to compare two different things, to kind of like point out similarities that interest them. And it's also a really good way to, like, comparing something to something else is also a good way to explain it to people who aren't familiar with the source material. Like, if you just mention Freedom Planet casually to somebody who doesn't know who it is, they're not gonna know what you're talking about. So, like, it makes sense to kind of compare it to Sonic in that regard. But so there's a way to do that respectfully, I think. Oh fuck. I miss Miiverse. I loved seeing all the Miiverse fan art of the original Freedom Planet when it came out on that system. Huh? Oh, okay, well, what's this? I need to... Okay. So these are all going to be... colliders? But for these ones specifically, we're gonna make them go down an incline. I'm so glad I figured out how to have like grid snapping on this, because it makes making those slopes a cinch. It's okay. I need to raise. I think I need to raise the tiles by a pixel. So that way stuff that is on the slope will actually look like it's grounded. Alright, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. There's a group that's bringing back online functions for Wii U and 3DS. I heard about that, actually. That's really cool. I hope Nintendo leaves them alone, lets them do their own thing. Ba 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 ba. Is that? There you go. Ah! I did not want to do that. There we go. Let's see. Oh my goodness. It's simple. Free Implant 2 is Mania 2. Christian Whitehead is in the credits. It counts. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I hope Penny's Breakaway did well enough for them to work on more games in the future. Because I can't wait to see, like, if Penny is their very first, like, commercial game project, I can't wait to see what they make now that they have that actual experience. Is this? Okay, I think that's that. Na, 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 na. So I could be funny and just have no gap there, but it might look weird to have the seam like this. So I'm gonna go ahead. And I could like make it like sand, maybe. Do I have upper corners? I do. Da, 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 da. Oops. Okay. This way. There we go. I could actually do this. Ba 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 ba. Nice. So that might be a neat thing to do to teach players how to just like dive out. I'm gonna move it down a tile because this is actually quite tall. Ta-da. Penny has this light edge in soundtrack. Honestly, I agree. Okay. I might want to slant this a little bit for some asymmetry. There you go. So, you can put some terrain here, just kind of go back up on the beach. Oh, also I want to smooth this out now that we have tiles to do so. I think this will really help it flow more nicely. Kind of want to have like... I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's a bit nicer that way. Cool. Oh, that gives me an idea, actually. Ah, close, close, close. I'll do that part. I'll do that square. I guess like that. That's fine for now. Oh, thank you, Yomi. I'm glad to hear that. That I have mellowed your anxiety. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. Move this up here. do this. Oh, that's how I do it. What was I doing wrong over here? I guess the spacing isn't up to snuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got this. Let's go. There we go. It's all about getting used to the tile set. Have I played Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends? They have some of the best water levels in a 2D platformer. I've heard a lot of good things about Rayman Origins, the way it handles swimming mechanics. I have not played any Rayman game, though. I think it'd be cool someday, too, though. I have played Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I really love the water controls in that game, too. You can tell that they really, like, put as much effort into the swimming mechanics as they did with just, like, normal movement. I have heard that sentiment a few times, Joker, where some people just prefer Freedom Planet 1's vibes over Freedom Planet 2. And that's fine, to each their own. The first game isn't going anywhere, it will always be available for those who want to play through it. Okay, let's see. Do this. Da, da, ba, ba, ba. Let's see. Oh, Excite, hi! You enjoyed Freedom Planet 2? Also, like, the idea of syntax never truly dying? Yeah, like, there's actually a cutscene in the first game where you can see, like, a row of, like, empty shells of syntax. So syntax, like, isn't really, like, a person, per se, or, like, she's more like a nebulous AI of sorts, I suppose. Na 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 ma 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 ma. How did I do this? Okay, I think I know. Ah, that's so close. Hold on. There we go. You just think they're quite different and do different things well? Yeah, that's valid. Like, one of the earliest, like, debates that I saw surrounding either game is how it handles its music. Like, Freedom Planet 1's definitely more, like, bombastic, where Freedom Planet 2 has a lot more variety in its tracks. So you see some atmospheric tracks interspersed between, like, the normal, like, what we would consider the Freedom Planet style. Ba 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 ba. Okay. I think that's pretty good for a first water area. And we could have some sections where you just, like, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. And I could have actually, like, have a rock wall that goes up here, like a rock ceiling. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, like so many people have told me that like Ancestral's Forge's song is like their favorite in the entire game, just because of how well it suits that particular section. Ah, thank you for head pads. Ah, so nice. I like how the percussion in this song sounds like bubbling lava, which makes sense since it is a lava level. Oh yeah, that was really cool too. I hung out in Devin Mac's stream because he played the original Freedom Planet because he wanted to catch up on the series after seeing that the sequel came out. So I think him playing Freedom Planet 2 is not a matter of if, but when. Okay, so we could jump up here. Actually, I want to give players a little bit of room to just like jump up as high as they want, and then go back down here. Yeah, everything T-Lopes touches musically turns into gold. I really like his work on Berserk Boy too. It's so good. Yeah, Lancelot, Devin Mac played it. It's so... Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it when my friend gave me the link to the stream. But yeah, I mean, he was role-playing as a VTuber, like one of the cartoon characters that he voices. But still, oh my goodness. I'm gonna lower this. And I'll do this, and I'll do this. So you'd have a choice between like going up here and like destroying the crabs and hopping along this way, or you could dive down into the water and then dive back up. Da da da. Nice. Yeah, oh yeah, Raccoon was the name of the VTuber. Mage Dev, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome. I'm Spacey Bartholtelli, I got to cheer bat and a game developer. And today I'm doing game development stuff. Oh, that's really cool, Joker. I like when voice actors kind of like get involved in the creative process with their characters. Of course, it's not for everybody. Some voice actors are like perfectly content with just like delivering on what's given to them. I've worked with both kinds of voice actors. It's always a treat. I'd say Edwin Tiong is more of the creative type of voice actor. You know, since he was one of the main writers in our game. Whereas I would say Sean Chiplock is definitely more of the voice actor who prefers like direction of the character handled by other people. Sean's so cool. Your setup looks so cool. Love all the magenta. Thank you, Mage. Yeah, I'm really happy with not only the work that my art mama and Rig Papa did for my model, but also what Fayakun did for my layout, my stream overlay and everything. let's do this. Actually, okay, oh, got that wrong direction. Yeah. Oh, thank you for care combo. Okay, I'll take Sippy and Stretchy in a bit. Oh, actually, I could do this. Yeah, I'll do that. And then in the back, we have the sand. Wow. Cool. Oh, that's not correct. Just flip these around. Great, sippy time. Oh, Cass did such a great job. Got chills all over again hearing Murga. Oh my gosh, yeah, Morgan Berry did an amazing job as Murga. Oh my gosh, yeah. Owen Tiong's got range on him. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. I just want to fill in some of this space here. Just so they're not swimming across like the open water up here with nothing to do. So I think to mitigate that, we could put maybe maybe I could like put another one of these things maybe. I'll grab another one of these circle things. Hey, mama. Yeah? Oh, I forgot to get rid of my cup, sorry. My immersion. Oh. I might want to patch this in so that it curves this way instead of this way. Just so there's more of a sense of direction there. Oopsie. Okay, we do this. That should be pretty good. Fill this in. The corals are part of a background. They don't scroll at the same, like, plane, I guess. Let's add a bit more variance in the sand. There we go. Well, I strong love for bats, because you notice a lot of cute bats in Freedom Planet 2. Oh yeah, that's what inspired me to become Spacey Botlotelli. The Tyson Tan's bat designs in Freedom Planet 2 are so good. They're so cute. I don't know, I've always just been a bat person. Like, I feel like bats are, like, very symbolic of, like, introversion in general. Okay. So we go down here, dip down here, jump up here, go back down here. And then I think this would be a good section to introduce, to really, like, encourage players to dash in the water. Well, actually, I think that needs to happen beforehand, because then you really appreciate the jumping in and out of the water. So maybe I could have... Maybe I could have, like, a wind tunnel here, maybe? I don't know, we'll play it. We'll see how it feels. Yeah, Tyson Tan designs in general are really good. Oh my goodness. Let's make this higher, because I don't really want players to be up here. Want to go. Anywhere you want to go. Okay, I'll do this. Let's see. I guess we could have another shoreline where we kind of go back up. So you kind of want to alternate between, like, ground areas and swimming areas. Have to worry when you're by my side. Well. Okay, I think we can go out of the water now. Nice. What else has Tyson worked on? He's working on a webcomic right now, last I heard from him. But other than that, he's also done a lot of, like, mascot designs for open source software. He drew Krita Paint's mascot, Kiki. She's super cute. Yeah, Strive. You were wondering why she looked familiar, huh? This might be a good spot to put, like, a fishing spot, because the water's so deep. Let's go all the way, yeah, okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, Joker, the vast majority of the boss designs in Freedom Planet 2 were handled by Tyson Tan. Quite a few of the enemy designs as well. And also a lot of the NPC characters. Pretty much every character in the game, like, Tyson Tan worked on, aside from Murga. I think, like, Murga's the sole exception. Murga and Siri, because Siri is the dog of one of our main artists. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, everybody else got the Tyson Tan touch. Does it go all the way up? It does not. It goes at this level, okay. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Just kind of filling this in. Oops. Da-da-da. I do like the vibe of Sky Chase. It's just not very fun to play through multiple times because nothing changes between attempts. And there's like nothing you can do to affect how long it actually takes. Other than like the boss at the end, I guess. Best NPC in the game, Sammy? Yeah. Dragon Cat Man, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Okay. Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier. Okay, let's see how this feels. Oh, also, I made a water variant of the boost rings. So let's see how that feels. That could be a nice... Actually, that could be a nice... like a nice set of training wheels for people who aren't quite used to... like water dashing yet. Is that the direction I want to go? Yeah, it's vertical. There's a lot of cool NPCs. Your favorite's Jade? Nice. I've heard that like Judy's one of the most popular NPCs. Also the nurse that's in the Royal Palace hub. Like, it's so cool how Tyson Tan like made the designs of the NPCs. Like, they all look like the hero of their own story.
Purple Bat Girl Musician Tuber Gang. Purple Heart Bat Girl. Musical Note. Computer.
Musical note, computer. Purple Bat Girl Musician VTuber Gang. Let's go. Thank you so much, Violet, for 11 months. Has it already almost been a year? Oh my goodness. So, okay, we go down here, we could jump out here. Something else we could do, maybe, is I could add another boost ring, maybe. Can I center this? Or is it just, like, going to be perpetually uneven? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll just narrow it by one crab. One crab length. You always show all your friends Sunny when showing them the game for the first time? Oh yeah, Sunny's another popular one. Standard unit of measurement is a crab, yeah. The ancient measuring system, crab lengths. Crab lengths. Alright, cool, cool. Oh, something that might be neat to play around with. I could add like a balcony here. Nah, I'll wait until we get here. I'll do it here. Wait. Oopsie, I want this. That's better. Nice. Maybe I could stretch it out a bit. ba. Here we go. Joker asks, was the creation of Captain Clow inspired by Captain Quark from Ratchet and Clank, or just a poor coincidence? I'd say it was just a coincidence. But it's a cool coincidence, I don't mind. Okay, add some more palm trees. Let's add a happy little palm tree here. What the? Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Move some of these guys over here. Never mind. I wanted this direction. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Apps. Kalau is a wrestler crossed with a Power Ranger. Yeah, like early on when we were coming up with the story, like I kind of imagined Captain Kalau as like a one-man Power Ranger. Oh, Crit Corsac, hi! You just completed Freedom Planet 2 on Switch and decided to check what the developer's currently up to and found the stream. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you for your support as well. Yeah, since Freedom Planet 2 wrapped up and since we passed things along to our publisher, I've been working on a hololive fan game with another team. It's called Chrono Gear Warden of Time. And I'd say it takes more after Mega Man than Sonic in terms of its like general movement and the way that the terrain is laid out. But you could still kind of like, it still kind of wears like it's like, you could tell that it's a spacey bat game. Very much so enjoyed it. Ah, thank you. I'm happy to hear that. You had a huge Toku phase? Nice. I could have some cliff sides, maybe. Yeah, let's add some big old cliffs. And if by adding that verticality, it also will incentivize using like the swinging vines to get around. So we could have like a ledge up here that you can swing to. Ah, Craig Corsac, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh yeah, that too, Ed Drive. There are two things that I pretty much like always have in any game that I work on. Timer on the top right is one of them. The ability to sit in chairs is another one. Like, I don't think there's a single commercial game that I've released that does not have the ability to sit in chairs. Mama, okay. Let's go up this way. Paint this here. Wait, Pac-Man was in Kamen Rider? I have some friends who are into Kamen Rider. I was never really into it. But I do appreciate the vibes that it's going for. It looks very fun. Did we put Darkwing Duck line reference in the game? That would be Edwin's doing. Yeah, Dark Moon, you can sit in chairs in the original Freedom Planet. I think starting with Fortune Knight. Wait, no, there's some in the underground section of Relic Maze that you can sit in. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, we'll do this. Wow. Make it real. Also eating. I do appreciate a good meal in a game cutscene. You only found out you could sit down in Freedom Planet 2 halfway through, but on complete accident. Yeah, I like how it's something that the game doesn't explain to you, and you just kind of have to discover it yourself. And then when you do, you're like, oh, it's so cool. I like having those kinds of Easter eggs. Okay. How do I want to go about this? I do want to have something that kind of like thrusts the player horizontally into the vine, which I kind of already have that here. So we'll just move these vines over here and just use the boost strings. So let's get funky with this ridge. Yeah, I really went crazy with the gimmicks in Fortune Knight 2. I distinctly recall, like, around that time, I was getting a bit of a creator's block, so I decided to work on a bunch of random little doodads, and then I'll put them all in that level. So that's why Fortune Knight has, like, so much personality and, like, stuff that you can get sidetracked with. And, like, the same circumstance is why Carol has the motorcycle. I was just messing around one day and like seeing like, hey, wait, what if I added a vehicle for this character? Spring there, and then we have a boost string. Yeah, like, I struggled for quite a while with this stage trying to decide what direction I should bring it in, so I guess the solution was to make it not as flat. And to also, like, completely revamp the swimming physics in the way that feels more interesting than just, like, sinking to the bottom like Mega Man. Okay, so we jump up here, boost in here, and then... let's put it more in the center. Okay, it goes up there. Nice! So then we can go up here for some goodies, or we can just go this way to progress. Now I just need something to actually attach it to. Which it could be attached to terrain. We could also attach it to a palm tree, but I don't think they're tall enough. Also, I want to have 1 tile wide rock formations now. We're getting to the point where it might benefit from that. Like, I feel like the edges need to be just, like, in general curved, so that they're not, like, square like this. Let's curve these. Oh, yeah, did you see the Year of Shadow video that the Sonic Twitter posted? Oh my gosh, it's like the Year of Luigi, but like 10 times better. Makes me happy that they're leaning into his character so much this year. I mean, I'm always a Tails main, like Tails forever, but Shadow I have a very soft spot for. He is the goodest edge boy. Yeah, you're a Shadow, baby! Yeah, you're of Knuckles too. Oh my goodness. Knuckles is popping off as well. I'll get rid of this rock so it curves a bit more. Chimera, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hail Shadow. Heroes rise again. Obliterating everything that's not your friend. Nothing can stop you now. No ghost can bring you down. Nothing left to lose. You win. Your head low, oh hail Shadow. Oh hail Shadow. Yeah, that's gonna look better. Yeah, I hope we get, like, a remake of Shadow the Hedgehog, because if I'm not mistaken, it's the same situation as Sonic Heroes, where it uses renderware, which, due to copyright issues, means that Sega will never re-release it. I might need to handle this side a bit differently. Hold on, we'll see. Stop you now. No ghost can bring you down. Nothing left to lose. You win. Yeah, that too, the Sonic 3 soundtrack. Like, it's understandable because of the way that Sega has generally like fragmented like the Sonic teams over the years. Basically, like split them into different teams. Because like they basically, like, for Sonic 3, they took the Sonic 2 team and they basically they got split in half, with one half doing Sonic CD and the other half doing Sonic 2. And I feel like that kind of fragmented structure has led to the sort of situations like with Sonic 3's soundtrack, where they've run into copyright issues because the company's focus is just like spread too thin, I guess. At least that's my impression. Okay, that's gonna look a lot nicer. Nice. Looking better already. So now I want to add like one that's like one tile wide. And to accomplish this, I'll start with this. I have room. I do not. Hold on, I need to make room. 6, 7, 8. At least you did get Sonic 3 Knuckles back in the way, even... yeah, I agree, Blake. It's better to have Sonic 3 available to, like, modern audiences, even if it means they had to sacrifice, like, 3 tracks in the game. Yeah, Ice Cap Zone was definitely the biggest loss. I would, like... I'm not sure why they didn't just use, like, the prototype versions of some of the tracks, like Carnival Night, for example. instead of composing them from scratch, and like you can tell that like the quality is like inconsistent between the replaced tracks and the old ones. But thankfully mods exist, so we can just mod in our preference. I personally like to play Sonic 3 now, with specifically the prototype tracks, the prototype versions of the tracks. Because, like, Prototype Carnival Night is such a banger. I'm just gonna delete these two. I got an idea. Okay, hold on. I'll do this. Aha! Now it's not perfectly symmetrical. Now there's actually, like, variety going between the left and right sides. Nice. Prototype Ice Cap isn't too bad either, it's just that I can't compare it to release Ice Cap. Yeah, I get ya. It makes me wonder if we'll ever see, like emulated versions of Sonic 3 in an official capacity ever again. Well, I might have to do this from scratch. I will curve it manually. It'd be cool if there was like in like Sega collections in the future, if there was emulated Sonic 3, but they actually went in and like redid the music, like using the authentic Genesis sound chip. Oh, Des, hi! Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I kind of felt that way too, Des. Like, it feels like for the tracks that got scrapped, like the original version, like the Act 2s were so similar. So you can kind of tell even back then that they were made by different artists than the rest of the soundtrack. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I've been experimenting with doing like a second mission in Jewel Cyclone. I'll show that off in a little bit. I just want to set up this tile before I forget. Nice. What I could do even is that since these tiles might show up underwater, hold on a second. Okay, since these corner tiles might show up underwater, I could make the collision on them diagonal, just so the player doesn't get hung up on them. Just like that. Don't really need to do that with these ones. Just keep them the way they are. So what was I working on before that necessitated the use of these? Oh, right, this. Haha. Nice. And then we just move it over a little bit. It's right there. Da, da, da. Okay, yeah, one of the team members asked me a question. You love the launch versions of Ice Cap and Launch Base? Yeah, that's a mood. Me too. But I still really appreciate Prototype Carnival Night and Prototype Launch Base in a way. I just think they need to be touched up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot to Jewel Cyclone 2. So for context, the original Jewel Cyclone takes place in the middle of a storm with a tornado in the background. It's a really cool effect. So the second one would be like the aftermath of the storm, where like it's just like a calm sky and there's like fluffy clouds and stuff. I would like make a different sky eventually and maybe like have the silhouettes of the ruins of the Shattered Keep. But like my idea is that it would be like more focused around just specifically around like navigating like spikes and collapsing platforms with the Chronicopter. And it'd be a nice way to kind of like get like players to like practice and get good at like floating around in the air with Chronicopter. There's not much to the level yet, but you can kind of see what I'm getting at with what is there. Oh yeah, I've seen Stage's design, I just haven't played Sonic Frontiers yet. So yeah, as soon as you touch them, they start crumbling and then they like collapse after a little bit. I do adjust the timing on the glass break sound. So yeah, most of the level would be like doing stuff like this, where like you're moving back and forth. Kind of like that one level in Donkey Kong Country 2 that's just full of like vines and stuff, and it has really peaceful and relaxing music. That's kind of the vibe that I'd be going for. Whoopsie. You love the pretty blue and pink colors? Ah, thank you. But yeah, that'd be kind of like the thing I'm going for. And the reason, like originally I wanted it to just be spikes everywhere, but the problem with that is that if the player gets caught in spikes, they'll just continuously take damage until they die, if they're panicking. Whereas with these, like if you mess up and break them, then you will just fall and you'll reset back to the last checkpoint. Yeah, Sticker Brush Symphony, one of the greatest video game tracks of all time. Doesn't even feel like a video game track, I think that's why it's so special. Oh yeah, and I like the fluffy clouds and everything. But yeah, I'd have like ruins in the background to show the damage that the storm did. Oh, it's not quite the Sonic 1 spike bug, it's just the fact that, like, if players don't know where to go if they land in a pit of spikes, then they'll just panic and, like, take extra damage. But we're pretty generous with spike damage. If you get hit by spikes, you get, like, a full second of invincibility when normally you only get half a second. I think. Actually, wait, normally I think you get, like, a little under a second, and then with spikes you get, like, 1.5. The moon from DuckTales is also on high up in your list. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Okay, so back to beach. Let's test this layout and see how it's feeling so far, the progression. I need to get rid of the bomb blocks because they're not working out. Maybe I could make like a bespoke type of like destructible like block just for this level that behaves differently in a way that does not glitch out. Like, I did play around with the idea of having, like, sandcastle towers, and maybe those could kind of, like, be destroyed, specifically with Crony wheels. Oh yeah, the remastered version by Jake Coffin, that's a banger. I'm getting DMs again. Oh, somebody showed me the new render of Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it goes hard. Okay. Oh shoot, I just forgot I don't have my marquee. Okay. Where's my marquee? There we go. Oopsie. It's okay, I had a different setup before the stream. Okay. So ideally what would happen is you'd actually get past this part and go into the water, and this is where it would dissipate. Oh, I also need to change the sound effect on that. Nice. It doesn't really do anything unless you're dashing, I've noticed with the ring, so I might need to make it stronger too, like the effect. Ow. Okay. Okay, so we get to this part, maybe there's enemies over there or something that we can add. This needs to be a bit higher, this ring, so then we can kind of like swing like this. And then we go up here, we climb over here. And then we can get up in a high cliff. Okay, yeah, I think that's a good plan. Nice, nice. Move this a bit higher, also. Huh. Okay, yeah, I want to do this. Okay, I kind of need to do something like that about that. Eventually, though. Move this up here. Yeah. So what we can do about the water rings. So I kind of wanted to make it so that the player gets speed in both directions. But for now, we will increase strength. See if that does anything. Oh, yeah, somebody in my Freedom Planet 2 stream last week referred to the BFF 2000 as Bundum. That's such a cute name. Bundum. Okay, so we swing up here. Like that. Let me move this up like that. Okay. Go up here, go up here. Yeah, and you could go, or you could swing in the opposite direction and just go up this way. And then maybe we could have some more of that, like, slanted terrain. It feels imposing. I like it. Okay. It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer! Oopsie.
It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer!
Yeah! What? Oh, I see. No, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stretch the beach along this path. The amount of cute NPCs in Freedom Planet 2 is insane. There must have been a few dozen uniquely animated characters. Yeah, there's actually over 100 NPCs. That's actually nuts that we managed to animate every single one of them. It took a while, but it was worth it. Yeah, these swinging vines are more like a placeholder, I guess. So we'll move those over here. And then we could have one here. If you want to, like, jump between these. Nice. Wish there was more fan art of them. Oh, that would be lovely. Hopefully someday. Okay. You love Freedom Planet 2 for its world building structure? Well, thank you. Yeah, I really like it for that too. Like, I think the main reason for that is because, like, the main source of conflict did not come from outside of the planet. It was more of like an internal conflict, and because of that, there's a lot more like world building and character development. I heard somebody once describe what the original Freedom Planet was going for was like a crossover between two unrelated games. And I kind of get that. That's kind of like the vibe that it feels like, certainly. Is this the same length? No, it's not. Freedom Planet 1 feels like a movie. Freedom Planet 2 feels like a TV series. Oh yeah, that's a vibe. That makes sense to me. Okay. You enjoyed them both? Ah, thank you. Do I see Freedom Planet as an animated series or an anime series? Anime style would be really cool. I've often mused about, like, if I didn't make video games, and if I had way more money, I would be making cartoons. But, like, making cartoons or any, like, animated production is just so expensive. I don't even think like, I could ever afford it. But, you know, a bat can dream. Once again, animator here. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what you're hinting at. Okay, so we could do this. It's kind of of unique, like, that this stage has, like, these slanted walls. That's not something that I've done in any other level in this game yet. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Okay. Gonna head off, Paz. No problem. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah. Even WayForward can't afford to make animated series about Shantae. All they could afford are animated cutscenes. Yeah. It'd be cool to have animated cutscenes in the game sometime. I definitely get close with this game that we're working on. There's like certain cutscenes where like we get like close-ups of the characters and stuff. Which is something that I haven't really done before, but I'm glad that I'm experimenting with it now. Oh, yeah, Blake, funny you mentioned that song. That was like a 3-person collab between, I believe between Woofle, Dusky, and myself? Add some little patches in here. Spice it up a bit. Okay. Na 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 na. Alright, that should be pretty nice, I think. We can add some more crabs. More crabs here, why not? More crabs. Never have too many crabs. Let's put some crabs up here too. The player will never get to them, but they'll be there. Crabs, crabs. You love the announcement trailer? Oh yeah, I remember that too. That was so good. Dan really knocked it out of the park. Okay, add more chainsaw bears. You can never have too many crabs, but you can also never have too many chainsaw bears. No, bats are in Hoshinova Castle. Okay, so it's now populated with enemies. I also want some of those fishies that jump in and out of the sand. Let's put one here. Another one here. Put another one here. Let's put 2. You don't have enough for head paths? I got you covered. Yeah. Thank you for head paths. Oh. Oh, also thank you for care combo. Okay, I'm gonna stretch first this time and then hydrate. Princess Samoyed, hi. Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Crick, that was a Gunstar Heroes reference. And only after I named it Lemon Bread did I later find out that Undertale also names their variant Lemon Bread. So that was not an intentional Undertale nod, but now that I found out about it, maybe it is. Retroactively. Do the stages have their own enemy selection, or do any of them share enemies? There are some stages that share enemies. For example, chainsaw bears also exist in the world tree, in addition to this beach area. LFOs also exist in Belltown and Jewel Cyclone. And the Crescent Riders also exist in Galaxy Gourmet. Speaking of which, let's bring some more of these guys over. That's fine. Okay. That should feel pretty nice, I think. You like those level names too? Ah, thank you. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Some of these guys too. I think there's some pretty nice variety in this level in terms of enemies. Well, oh, the secret to being a really cool game dev is pretending that all unintentional references you made were actually intentional the whole time. Yeah. You just gotta find a good way to weave stories. Tell good stories. Ba, 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 da, ba. Let's add some music notes. Oh right, I gotta play around with the water bumpers too. Oops, okay, there you go. Let's do this. You actually just finally played Undertale for the first time the other week. Such an incredibly special experience. Still thinking about it? Oh my gosh, yeah. I experienced it for the very first time, not last January, but the one before that. Gosh, that was so special. Okay. Oh, I was gonna do something. Oh, right, the bumpers. So I think this little spot right here could be a good place for them. Maybe get rid of this sand serpent. Move it down here. Okay. I need to place it behind. Why is it over the terrain? Alright, let's see. I can check the scene files, maybe, if I can adjust it manually. Let's do -2. Should be enough, I think. Oh, what is the team cooking right now? Oh my gosh, Edge, what did you do? Oh, you're such a sill. Why is it still over the terrain, not under it? Do I need to decrease it more? Why? I'll do. Why? Why do? Oops. There we go. I just need to replace it, I guess. Okay, let me try bring it back to -1, maybe? Ah! Rice Crispy Bones! Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, hope you're doing well. I'm doing level building. Okay, these two bumpers. I want to give them a different look. Because I kind of swiped the look of a different gimmick that's in Depths of Atlantis. Which I can actually show that real quick. Because I've got like a basic testing ground here too, just for this specific gimmick. But basically, there's these kind of like jelly blocks almost, where if you swim into them, you will keep going in that direction. And every time you bounce against a wall, your speed increases. It's actually quite fun and satisfying to use. And it's also a cool way to separate like the water, like the main ocean water, from the dry areas. I love my setup. Wow, it's absolutely gorgeous. And now you can watch someone do something really cool. Ah! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay. So, yeah, just like that. Like, once you enter it, you keep going until you reach the other side. Also, the sound's a placeholder for now. But yeah, like, this level really plays into the water aspect. But yeah, like, without those, like, there's not really, like, any separation besides the color. It feels so good. Also, the jellyfish are just decoration for now. But it'd be cool if I could think of something to use them for. Nice. Wannabe Dragon Boost. But I like that. That's a really cool twist on that movement tech. Like, instead of being a core part of the player's moveset, it's a gimmick that is like one time in like a specific level. It's so much fun. I cannot wait to start working on this level too, but I really need to do the beach one first because it is first chronologically. I'm gonna close these. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I want to change the look of the bumpers to be a little less imposing. But I'm not really sure what else I could do other than just like big bubble. Like, there's not really anything else in the ocean that like you connotate with like being bouncy, other than I guess jellyfish. But those, I mean, the jellyfish could be bumpers, but I don't think it would make sense for them to be in like a bright beach level, because then you can't like appreciate the glow. Okay, so in here, yeah, this is pretty much the player's like first experience actually swimming around in water, so I want it to be as gentle as possible. Like, we could probably have a few like bumpers here. Not many though. Maybe one like right here. It's not even with the ground. Go down here maybe. This is where I could start maybe playing around with them more. Let's put you up here for now. Maybe play into jellyfish stings and make them hurt if you don't touch the top. Oh, that's true. They could be kind of like an obstacle of sorts. But also, that might give players the impression that they can attack and defeat them, which is not a thing. So, yeah, I might need to retool them into enemies if that's the case. Just do this. Never mind. That looks weird. Ah! It's disappearing on me, no. I guess we could do this. That works. Oops. Okay, like that. Nice. Okay. Right there. Okay, cool. And we kind of dip down here. Put this up here. Move this out here. Nice. Okay, cool. Level design always looks so fun. It is fun. There are, like, a bunch of situations, though. Like, one of the most challenging things with level design is just, like, avoiding, like, that like, creator's block, I guess. Because, like, if all the assets are not, like, already made, it can be a struggle to, like, figure out what would flow best with the level, the way that it's turning out. So I definitely do recommend making sure that you have all of the assets that you're going to use in the level made before you actually start working on it. Otherwise, it's very easy to fall into that, like, sort of, like, situation. What is everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. The team is being silly again in Discord. Oops. You dabbled in a spot of level design with Super Mario World's level editor? Oh yeah. Okay, do this. I guess we can go down like this and maybe do that. Nah, let's be generous with this first bit right here. That's fine. What if I had like an indentation where I can actually fit that in? That might work. I could also put it on the back layer so that it doesn't like override the tiles. But no, I didn't do that before. That's pretty cool with the glow effect on top of the train. Okay. Yeah, Mario Maker is a great tool.
It's Ridge Racer. Ridge
Ridge
Racer.
Racer! Yeah, I might want to be a bit more generous with these, just very slightly poking out of the wall. Just so that there's always something interesting going on in this section. Okay, bring back one of those bubble rings for the final stretch. And jump up here, use this, swing up here, on here. Might want some more trees as well. Just to let players know, hey, there's a thing up there, maybe you could go there. Well. Nice. Trees and these kinds of tall decorations also are a really good way to let players know in the air where there's safe ground to land on. That's something I make very effective use with in Skytops with the bamboo trees. Because we've got these really tall like stalks of bamboo. And it basically like lets you know if you're traveling like downwards and you're falling where it's safe to land. Where's a good example of where I use that? Let's see. Yeah, I guess spots like this spot right here. Like you're gonna go up here and then you're gonna land down here. And the bamboo stalk lets you know like, okay, you can land here. You're not gonna fall into the abyss. Which I kind of forgot to put bamboo stalks here, so I will go ahead and do that. Blah, blah, blah. Also, I need grass on this part. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's get our bamboo shoots. Okay, let's just put it up here. Da 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 ba 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 na na na. Cool. Okay, let's move these down here. And there we go. So now if a player were to kind of like jump off the zip line here and fly downwards, they can kind of use it as a bit of a guide. So they know ahead of time that okay, you're good to land. I'm gonna make these ones a bit taller. Move this one over. Make it look a little bit more uneven. Yeah. Nice. Maybe put a few shoots right here as well. Oh, Capo Joe! Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we're doing level design. I was just going over about how having really tall, like, background decorations, like these bamboo stalks, makes it easier to tell where there's safe ground to land on. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save this and go back to beach. Okay, so we can use this and swing up here. I kind of want to have like a chain of like swings instead of just immediately dipping down. Yeah, we could kind of do that with more columns that have crabs on top. You can never have too many crabs. Have I mentioned that? Love these sprites. Ah, thank you. Yeah, like there are spikes in some stages, but in this stage the spikes are like look like crabs, and you can actually like smack them away to make it safe ground to walk on. Yeah, let's move this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna move it all the way over here. And then I need to move all these assets over. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. So now this part. We do this. I kind of like this incline here. Well, we're gonna kind of like go progressively down, like keep swinging down, down, down a little bit. Is this? Oh, yeah, this is Godot, Cup of Joe. Specifically Godot 4.2. Which I believe is like, I mean, they're experimenting with 4.3 right now, but 4.2 is definitely more stable right now. Okay, here I will put this. You're stuck on 3.5. Oh yeah, I've heard pretty good things about Godot 3. I've also heard that Godot 4 is like a substantial improvement. I didn't start using Godot until after 4.0 was out. But yeah, I'm really loving the program for this project. Like, I really enjoy the node system. And you know, like, it's a little rough around the edges in some spots. But thankfully we have been able to figure out workarounds for any problems that we come across. I guess here we can go down like this. The thing is that while we're swinging on the vines here, we need to make sure the player can actually see where the next ledge is. So we can't go too off camera. How'd you learn Godot so quickly? I have prior game development experience. I went to college for computer science, so I have a general understanding of like programming syntax. But I have prior to using Godot, I had also been using Unity for like 7 years. So, like, if you're using Unity and you switch to Godot, it thankfully is a pretty smooth process. Also, Paige says hello. You have 2 projects right now, and they're both 3.5 double cakes. Nice. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Pellet Crash 2 also started life as a Godot 3 project. I believe they have transitioned to Godot 4 now. Okay, let's add a slanted wall here. And we can just kind of go this way. Come on. Oopsie. Oh, yes, that is true, Sonic Bye. I am the producer of the Freedom Planet series specifically. I'm like the lead dev. I'll fill this in. I want to move this up here, I guess. And once again, I want crabs. Never have too many crabs. Well. Actually, let's move this terrain over some more. Okay, we kind of need to go up this way, actually. Ah! Congrats on the Freedom Planet games. You've seen runs of them on GDQ, they look great. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm super happy whenever we get into GDQ. I think it's only a matter of time before we get another Freedom Planet 2 runner in. There have been a couple of GDQ runs of Freedom Planet 2, if I'm not mistaken. But, like, we just came out on consoles at the start of this month, back in April 4th. Which I'm super happy about. It seems like everybody's enjoying the game. And I am interested to see if there will be renewed interest in, like, speedrunning for the game. Okay, yeah, we could have a little sand pit here. Zerx, hi. Sounds like you and the team are up to shenanigans in the Discord server. I see pictures of things, and also a lot of Shadow the Hedgehog. But not to worry, I will check and see what's up after the stream's over. There's a couple speedrunners active in the GT Discord. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Oh, okay, so something cool that we might be able to do here is we'll have the swinging vines up here. So yeah, I'll have one here, I'll have one here. Right here. And we could also have one here, where if the player is clever, they could just swing up and recover this way instead of having to go all the way back to the part right here. Cup of Joe, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We all know why the game is so good, the devs all live in virtual worlds. Yeah. You still have Freedom Planet 2 wishlisted on both Steam and Switch? Yeah. Thank you so much. That's always a fascinating thing to see, like how many people have wishlisted the game versus buying it. It makes you wonder what you could do to kind of like tip the scales in favor of them like buying the game. Usually that happens around Steam sales. What's happening? Why are we posting spinning rats? Okay. It's not just any rat, it's Hakos Bales from Hololive EN Promise. You bought both games on Steam and Switch? Thank you so much, Health Sword. Waited for a Switch port because your PC is potato? Yeah, like for a lot of people, this is going to be their first time actually playing the game, even though it's been out for like a year and a half. Some people need to wait for consoles, so you gotta be accommodating in that regard. Where's my springs? There's a spring. I want to add more of these. Edge Drive is posting little creatures. What is going on? They're all so silly. You're in the middle of playing FP1 at the moment. It's fantastic so far. I'm so glad to hear that, Des. Also, Paige says hi. Okay, we can go this way, go this way. Let's add another spring here. Edge, what the heck? That's so cute. Oh. Okay, yeah, and that's... We can just go up here with a spring, I guess. Oopsie. Oh, yeah, I see you. I see you, Zerx. What are you sorry about? We are now communicating, through voice chat in the Discord server, but specifically through the pop-up notifications I'm getting in the corner of my screen. What's Trip doing? That's so many spinning rats. Nobody's gonna get the context. In the stream right now. No, I see you're in voice chat, but I don't understand the context, so it's just very funny to me. Boy, okay. Oh, that's scary. Spinning rats just appear near Spacey's house. This is normal. We are in tears right now. Oh, what would be cool is if I had background rocks that that blend more into the background, because then I could have like stone archways that hold the vines. I will try that. Okay. So I guess for this specific circumstance, let's expand it to like 640. What creature? What are you referring to? Repost the creature? You think they're just trolling me? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this whole thing here. Yeah, that's my stream. Oh, yeah, I saw the creature, Edge. He's so creature. Oh my gosh, look at him. For reference, Edge Drive sketched a little dude that is like a little, like, I don't know, like a little, like cat or dog or something, and he's got like a skull head and a jester hat, and he's crying. Okay, that will probably be good. Let's do 32, negative 32. Because I like multiples of 8. Powers of 2, as it were. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Is this? Okay, that's fine. Oh, Edge, you stopped watching the stream to do shenanigans. You just found out Spacey has been seeing your shenanigans all this time. Yes. I have all-seeing eyes. I see everything. Everything. I hope that's sarcasm, Darkmoon, but either way, it has a banger soundtrack. I like that video games that are like awful and have troubled productions, the soundtracks are generally immune from those troubles. Bum, 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 bum. I think that's what we need. Oh right, we need the inside stuff too. Oh my gosh, people are gonna watch the VOD later and be like, who is she talking to? Where's this other chat box? It's just Discord. Also, yeah, that's sarcasm. Oh yeah, I get ya. And he burns usually to the ground. Okay, just this one, I think, these three. Wait, no. Okay, yeah, just the one. Because I don't want any grass in the background, so I omitted all the grass tiles. Ah! No, I want. Whoopsie. Nice. Okay, that is good. I'm gonna save that. Oh, dang it. I forgot to put drawing up. But yeah, this is what I've been working on for the past few minutes. Just making lighter versions of the rocks. Okay, so now that I have that, where's the tile set? There it is. So I'm gonna play around with the layers. I'm just gonna make this one the middle layer. And then I'll add a back layer that is like even more further back in the sorting index. So we're gonna set up our light tiles. Okay. So now, in our back layer, we can make an arch. Oh, something like that. Yeah. Whoops. There you go. Ah, Jaru. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it goes good. I am putting together the beach level, making quite a bit more progress than I have all week on this specific level. But I did just finish Skytops the other day. So there's 2 more regular levels left in nature. And then after that, I can help one of our other team members on like the world boss. Okay, we got this, I guess. That's gonna have to do. Yeah, kind of something like that, I guess. Be cool if I can make it a bit narrower, actually. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. I could specifically actually modify like the curve right there, like these corners here, since we're not actually supposed to walk on them. Could I just like rotate this and call it a day? Ledge. Why is she barky? Beach level, your favorite? Got a favorite one that we've made so far? Yes, I do. My favorite is Battleship Aquamarine. There we go. Got a nice little archway there. Ba, 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 ba. Cool. So if the player's cheeky, actually, they could go, like, they could swing, like, up here on top of the platform that has... that this vine is dangling from. Just in general, in any game? Oh, I see. Yeah, like, sky and airship levels generally tend to be up there. Depends on how it's handled, though. I don't like ones that have a lot of bottomless pits. I also really like space levels. I also like castles, I guess, if they're colorful. Space levels for Spacey Bat, yeah! Oh, you went on a museum tour with in-game Spacey Bat earlier today, and now you're listening to the real Spacey Bat? Yeah! I loved putting that together, like the Galaxy Trail exhibit. Like, I really like the way that the Ratchet & Clank games handled it, so that's what kind of inspired me, is to just have, like, a room that you can explore, like, in-game, and, like, you have, like, the developers talk about, like, certain features that were cut, or, like, their process for deciding on which mechanics to implement. Do I want that to be that tall? No, I want players to be able to jump up over here. Well, the cool thing about having these slanted trains is that it kind of implies where the player should go. In this case, down. Okay. Mad Space is probably the worst treasure hunt stage, let alone the worst Rouge level. Yeah, like, I love Rouge, but her stages are absolute garbage. They're just like Knuckles, but with some kind of weird gimmick that makes them like worse to play. Rouge is cool though. I think Meteor Her was fine. Plus, like, the music, like... Well, the music in both their cases, like, really makes the levels, too. Yeah, Dry Lagoon, my issue with that is that... And they never explain that you're supposed to, like, jump on the turtle and press a button to access the second half of the stage. And, like, I got stuck running around in the first area for, like... I remember, like, I got stuck there for, like, 14 minutes before, I figured out that was a thing that you could do. That's one specific situation that Omochao should have explained. He talks about everything else in that level except for what you're actually supposed to do to progress. That also speaks to kind of like the dangers of making your tutorial NPC too annoying. So then players won't listen to them when they actually need to. So, in that regard, I do honestly feel like 06 was an improvement because they have the characters themselves explain what you're supposed to do. And it's done in such a way that it's not like too overbearing the way it is with Omochao and Sonic Adventure 2 or with like your entire team in Sonic Heroes. Ah, Princess Luna, hi. Hope you're doing well. So this seems like it'll do... Oh, shoot, I put these on the back layer. Whoopsie. Supposed to be on the middle layer. You missed Tikal? Yeah, Tikal was a perfect example of how to do it right. Like, these obvious glowing orbs, you don't have to touch them if you don't want to. And she has, like, a pleasant voice. And she isn't quite as handholdy as Omochao either, like, especially with the Knuckles hunting stages. All she does is say, "This way!" And then she flies towards the nearest, emerald. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, we can try this. Yeah, I hope we get a Chao Garden game someday again. Edge, you drew the creature as a sprite. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Aw, nice. Yeah, I miss the Chao Garden too. Yeah, oh, now she mentioned Sonic Adventure 3, I'm reminded of that jet video where, like, Silver comes from the future, and then Sonic asks him, "Hey, what does everyone think of Sonic Adventure in the future?" And then Silver's like, "Which one, Adventure 1 or Adventure 2? And then Sonic's like, "Shit!" Okay, cool. Okay, this is inaccessible. Let's just give this a try and see how it feels. I don't have a problem swearing if I'm quoting somebody, is the thing. Well. Well. Nice. I mean, this level's name is Tidal Camp. I've thought about changing it to be not as similar to Tidal Gate. Okay, those rotating pieces of terrain are actually pretty satisfying to jump off of because your momentum carries. Ow. Oh, this dude is getting bounced off by them. Oh! Unintended behavior, but it's a good way to demonstrate what they actually do in case a player is worried that they'll take damage from it. I love unintended interactions when they actually are interesting. Okay. Crabs. Let's go this way. So we can kind of like go up here. Maybe there could be like, yeah, just go up here. Okay. I wonder if maybe I should have a badge for getting through this stage without hitting any crabs. As in, without like damaging, like without hurting the crabs. I will design it in such a way that you can avoid the crabs if you want to. You assume the stage is related to Gura? Kind of. It's more related to Chloe, I guess, because Chloe's an orca. Gura's stage is Depths of Atlantis, which is the one immediately after this one. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. Heck yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break to just like refresh and refill my water. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all so much for hanging with me so far. Bye. Spacey Bottotelli will return after the break. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Spacey. Why, thank you, Spacey. But yeah, thank you for your patience, everybody. Okay, a person says Judy would be a Gargura fan. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I was worried that people would think that Judy was a Gargura reference, since people are just now playing the game for the first time. But thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case. Because, like Judy's design, like all the other NPCs, was pretty much figured out in the early years. Like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago. It's just kind of, if anything, it's just like a testament to, like, the power of a good color palette. And how, like, color palettes can be shared across different characters while conveying different things, depending on, like, the design. But yeah, I really like how this enemy just, like, collides with the bumper. And it makes it, like, non-threatening, so it's just kind of a jump scare a little bit, where the enemy comes out of the ground, but then it just, like, bonks. Okay, we're pretty good here. I want to run through it again, just so... Oh, right, I wanted to add more of these things, because they're quite fun to use. So I was thinking maybe we could add one up here. I could replace one of the crab platforms with them. Or I could, like, put it here. Yeah, I'll give that a try. Alright, I need to stretch this terrain out a little bit. How many tiles wide is it again? One... Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this formation. So we need to stretch it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy all the objects and move them over. And then we'll take the stone archways and do the same thing. As a matter of fact, I'll bring this down here too. Oh, shoot. Ah! There. Sorry about that. Okay, so basically I have stretched this out to accommodate one of those spinning wheel thingies. But I think I need to stretch it out a bit more. Because like, it's gonna propel you forward a fair distance. Okay, I could lower this a little bit. Oopsie. I don't want that. There we go. Do this, and then we move circle terrain over here. Oh, okay, I need to move this to the front. Oopsie. There we go. Never noticed now just how precise both perspectives track your hand movement at the same time. Like, once you pay attention to both, it's like, well, yeah. It does take some shenanigans to get the screens to align, but afterwards it's very nice. Yeah. Plus the fact, like, I'm using a specific program for my hand movements. It's called Spud Tablet. Very good. And I commissioned Mama Akihika, who did my model, to also draw me like an arm and tablet specifically for this program. So I quite like the way it looks. It's very good. The hand movement reminds you of Mario Maker. Oh yeah! Now that you mention it. Okay, so I guess here is where I'm kind of hung up, because this is pretty high up. So I could jump like right up here maybe. I could make everything higher. But I don't want to get too high up, because I still want some like sandy floors here. Ah, okay. Commissioning an artist to draw a hand? That's evil. Hands are every artist's worst nightmare. Oh, I remember that. Crit Corsac. To be fair, hands do take a lot of practice because they have like, there's so many individual bones in a hand. Oh my goodness. And like each finger has like I don't know, like 3 different joints, including the knuckle. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I guess we could stretch it out like a bit more. And then when like the player is down enough, they can just kind of like jump off and propel themselves. It's worth a try. It's worth a try. If we don't like it, we can undo. Let's move it over here. Let's move the stone archways. This is supposed to be a speedy level, so it could fit. After a bit of study and practice, hands are easier to draw. Yeah, that tends to be the case with most things. Like, once you practice and get consistent at something, then it goes a lot more smoothly. Okay, so this could go here. We could have some springs down there. Now that I think of it. Ba, 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 ba. Nice. So if they stay on this and just kind of plop downwards, we'll put a spring here. And we'll put a spring here too, but they can kind of like boost themselves forward and get to that one. Or maybe we can have one up here that they can jump to. And then kind of like go like this way and then crony copter and make it all the way over here. Ba, 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 ba. Let me see. Yeah, it would kind of be all the way up there. That's It's worth a try. Just like we said. Everything's worth a try. Oh, why is that? Okay, I want to move this layer back a bit more. There we go. So palm trees are in front. Ba 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 ba. There we go. Now let's put that there. Now once again, we want trees as like a visual indicator when there's ground below you. And at this point in level, the player will have already gauged like the size of the palm trees relative to the terrain that they're sitting on. Yeah. So they'll see the palm tree out of the corner of their eye up there and be like, oh, that's somewhere I can land up there. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Cool. Let's see. What's the team up to? Okay. Yeah. Oh, somebody's showing off their hololive merch. Looks so good. I'm hoping maybe someday we'll get Nendoroids of hololive EN Promise. I'll buy those day one. Also, yeah, I need to stretch the sand out here now that we've expanded the terrain in this direction. You can always panic about palm trees. Oh, yes, you can. Not if they're palm trees. Yeah. Palm tree panic. Calm tree. What rhymes with panic? I'm thinking. Manic rhymes, but that doesn't fit. Calm tree Sanic. Calm tree conundrum. Oh, right, because it has to start with C for Sonic CD naming conventions purposes. Can anyone panic for strawberries? I do sometimes, especially if I notice that they're starting to get moldy, even though it's only been like a day or two since I bought them. I'm like, no! It's not that they get moldy, it's that they get the fuzz on them. Like the white fuzz. Sometimes I'm unlucky and I buy like a pack of berries without checking the expiration date. Or even after checking the expiration date. And I kind of feel cheated because they gave me like berries that are not as fresh as advertised. Okay. Nice. And that bounces. Ooh, that feels nice. No. Oh, that was close. The crabs. This stage is very silly. You've been crabbed. I don't know why it happens, but sometimes when I hit the crabs, Crony will go into her tumbling state instead of just a normal her state. I don't want to fix it though, because it's funny. Yeah, I can't wait for the music either, app, so I'm kind of struggling to figure out what vibe I want to go for. I did try something, but it sounded a little too much like a Crash Bandicoot song. which I don't want for this level. I think I want something calmer, like kind of like Wave Ocean from 06 almost. Oops. This way. Nice. Okay, we go up here. We can almost get up there. Anything like Pac-Man World's beach music. I've not played Pac-Man World. It might be worth looking into. But yeah, it's feeling pretty solid now. I just need to kind of iterate on those gimmick combinations in a way that just kind of combines them into like strings of successive challenges without like breaks between. Because with the vines act as kind of like a break period where we don't have to really worry about anything. We could introduce Crescent Riders, kind of like in that earlier section, and then we could make it so that they can actually knock you off the vines if you take too long. So they'd have to like string together like multiple vine swings in succession and kind of like go over multiple like rolling rock terrain and then kind of like take like a deep dive straight downwards into the water. You couldn't imagine a remix of hololive music with Crash Bandicoot instruments? I don't know, maybe a Corone song, because that seems like her kind of vibe. Spaceland. Yeah, I've heard it's... I didn't play Mario Party 2 growing up, but I've heard it's the bane of many players' existence. Wow. I just can't get over the fact that there's a rules land in that game. I want to go to Rules Land. Banjo-Kazooie instruments, that'd be pretty cool. Like, everybody knows about Ekum Bokum. Like, that was actually the first time that I heard of anything Hololive related, was of the Ekum Bokum meme from Corone's stream when she was playing Banjo-Kazooie. So, I think we're good. I want to, like, wrap things up for now. Just because there's a couple things I want to check, and I also want to see if anyone's streaming Freedom Planet 2 so we can hang out in their chat for a little while. So let me see who is streaming the game right now. Mimcubus is streaming. Let's go. Alright, let's raid into Mimcubus. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, Mim is a good bean. Okay. And for our raid message, I have something specific in mind. Instead of bat raid, we'll do dev raid. Like that. So, without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And I am very glad that we didn't have any technical issues this time. That's always nice. I will be streaming dev-related stuff again on Friday, but that will be focused like entirely around pixel art, so it'll be a nice chill pixel art stream. And then on Thursday, I'm continuing my Hat in Time playthrough. I've heard nothing but good things about like the game, like the later levels that we've played, and I'm already having so much fun with it, so I can't wait to continue that. So that will happen. Both streams will happen at 1 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I hope you have a fantastic start to your week. That's a wrap. Bye.